Why DoorDash is blowing up. If you don't know who she is, go search her on YouTube. But why is she blowing up? I'm going to share that with you in today's video. DoorDash is blowing up because she has realized it is about her purpose and her mission that she was created by God to do is to share information. She has realized that. We don't realize our purpose is beyond whatever the goals are that we're trying to get. So think about this. You're watching my channel or you've subscribed to my channel because you think it's about losing weight and it's about fitness. But what it's really about, it's about who we become on the other side of doing whatever it is that we want to do, right? We want to lose weight. We want to be fit. We want to make some money. We want to build our relationships with our families. But what it's really about is who we become and how we impact and influence other people. What do I mean? It's not just about fitness for me. Like, I started this channel to be able to have a community of people going in the same direction. But what I ultimately know is my gift, my abilities that God has given me is to open up my mouth and share the goodness of God. And some of us as believers, we know that. We know that, so we show up and we share. But some of y'all who are still sitting on the sidelines and hiding behind the fear, or hiding behind what people might say, or hiding behind what people did to you, or what you think people are going to think, you haven't realized it yet. But I want you to take a note from DoorDash. DoorDash is showing up and her life is transforming because she's helping other people. You have to figure out, what did God call you to do? And a lot of times he called you to do the thing that you're probably most afraid of doing. And it's not because he wants you to do things that you're afraid of, or he wants you to do things that you don't like. He knows that on the other side of you doing those things, you become a stronger version of you, a more consistent version of you, a bolder version of you. And what does that help? That helps you share what he's done in your life so that other people can experience that. God wants his family to be reunited. And a part of that means we as believers have to share the goodness of God. I say this all the time. Believers got to stop being timid. We got to stop being quiet. When we are rooting for our Chiefs, or we're rooting for, insert whatever football team or sports team, your kids' team, you yelling, you screaming, you about to go off on the ref, right? When it matters to us, we have no problem being bold and being audacious and being not caring what other people think about us when the cause is perceived to be big enough and it matters more. And that's what we have to get about our relationship with God. And that is what's happening with DoorDash. She is bold in what God has done for her in her life. And so she's now sharing that, and inspired me to make videos to let y'all know. She inspired me to let you know, get up and do what God has called you to do. So maybe you started this fitness channel and you think, okay, well, maybe I'm not meeting my goals, or maybe I'm not as losing as fast as somebody else, or maybe I'm not as consistent. Well, why don't you go back and ask God, what is he really like? What does he really want you to share from this? Like, what is the lessons in the things that you're going through? How do you keep going? How do you keep picking yourself back up? It's not always your story to show these victory after victory after victory. God maybe wants you to show the victory and the falling and the falling and the victory and the fall, and how you keep getting back up. That will inspire the people called to you. You have people assigned to your life, and their freedom is attached to your obedience. So you got to get yourself up and start sharing the gifts that God has given you with the people, either on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or wherever God has called you to share. Go out and do that. We got to stop being quiet about what God is doing, right? We got to stop hiding the blessings and getting fat on the word. He wants us to share, right? And so if you on this channel, you likely know that I'm a Jesus girl, and I talk about the goodness of the Lord and bringing this medication to me at the right time when I had the right mindset, and then showing me how He is providing for me to be able to purchase this stuff, because there's no way that I would be able to do this. And so if you know that, then you know that this is a God thing. And there's something that resonates because maybe you follow God or you're interested in following God. And I would challenge you to really just start being more more bold. That's really not a word, but start being bolder about what God is doing in your life, because there are people that their victory is attached to your obedience. And that's the thing that Dodash realizes. She realizes that your victory, my victory, maybe someone else's victory that she knows, is attached to her obedience to not care what people think, to show up on camera, to let people know how God has brought her through. And if we can see the hope from her, then we will have hope that God can do it for us. I want you to know that God has done an amazing work in my life. I lost over 31 pounds in less than 12 weeks, and it's him. It's him. Know that it's him. All good things come from him. And so I challenge you to share your story, even though it looks different than mine. The people that's attached to you, they're gonna resonate with that. And if you're not showing up though, where how they gonna find you? That's why Doe Dash is winning, and that's why we will continue to win, because we have the victory over every circumstance, no matter what it looks like. And so I would encourage you to just get up and start to share. All right, y'all. Y'all go be great by what? Mastering what's on your plate. We'll talk soon. Peace.